Hey you, get on the stick.
Yo, bring it.
Choose your fighter.
Yeah.
How's it going, lads?
Fight.
Bang, bang, bang.
Flawless victory.
Side Quest Arcade.
Nice.
What a way to start. How did that even happen?
My fucking cat just knocked over the speaker. God damn it. Give me a second.
Welcome to Side Quest Arcade.
Fucking cats, man. I swear to God. Oh. All right. Well. Welcome to Side Quest Arcade. I'm your host, Mike Romanzi. Doing another duo ep with my boy, _ Silent Reveries.
Yeah.
We are unfortunately not joined by Matt and Brian this time around, but that's okay. We did a banging ep without them last week. We'll do another banging ep this week, I think.
Brian is so pissed off at projectile spamming, like we referenced last week. Said he lost his voice.
Oh shit.
He also may be sick,
He could be sick.
but it's not that.
Nah, man. He was probably playing Smash online, and then he was like, "Oh man, there's too many projectiles. Gotta stop." He started screaming. That was it.
Imagine how mad he is at the lagging Switch Online projectiles. It's going to be even worse,
Oh.
right?
It's that's like the two things just put together. Just like drive a stick right in his heart and be like, "Oh my God, can't handle
Oh,
it.
shit.
Cannot." Yeah. I guess Smash is out. I had to like tear myself away from it to come to the fucking microphone. That was a task in and of itself. I
Might as
know.
well jump right into how your week was with that.
Yeah.
How is Smash? How are you liking it? You hating it?
Oh.
What do you like about it? What do you hate about it?
Dude, I just got all the fighters unlocked today. So it literally took all
Well,
weekend.
there's like a super secret, like, fucking play the game, uninstall, reinstall, shut it off, close the application, spin in circles 3 times. Like, what the fuck is with that?
Okay, so there's a ton of different ways to get characters in Smash Brothers. You can do the standard where you just play classic mode over and over again, and you'll get them all eventually, but it takes a while. Or you can play versus matches, which is what I was doing with my sister. But there's a 10-minute lockout, like a soft lock. So if you unlock a character, it won't give you a new one to unlock for another 10 minutes. Normally. But what you can do is when you unlock a character, you can immediately close the software and reopen it, and it gets rid of that timer, so you can just do them all right away. So it takes the whole
Stupid
process.
Switch.
Yeah, fucking switching the home button. You just like close it. That didn't happen.
Not knowing how long 10 minutes is, idiot Switch.
Idiot doesn't check the clock, even though there's a clock in game. Come on, man. So you could cheat the system, and by the end of the weekend, yeah, I was doing that. I got to like 50 fighters, and I'm like, fucking, this is taking so long. There was like characters I wanted. I'm like, I haven't got them yet. This fucking sucks. I just want to play them. So I just sat there and unlocked them all at like fucking 8 o'clock this morning. Just got up, had a coffee, and was like, But,
A little bit of coffee, a little bit of unlocking characters. It's a good morning right there.
Good way to wake up. But yeah, the game is amazing. It is everything that I hoped it would be, with one exception, which I will get to in a second. But the characters are amazing. There's so many options. The stages are fun. The music's great as always. The game feels good. Smash 4 to me at times felt very slow. I guess not as slow as Brawl, but still kind of slow. And this game's faster, but the characters kind of float more. And it just, the way that it feels like I can string combos together, even though I'm not like a MLG pro gamer like Kurt dude. I can still
Oh, shit.
I can still do it, which is it's nice. There's a nice balance of shit that like really good players are gonna be able to do versus me and my sister playing on the couch. She was getting pissed this weekend too, man. She started to sound like Brian. She was getting mad.
What was she mad about?
Well, she's good at like stringing combos together, but she's not good at recovering. So when I throw her off the stage, she can't get back on and she just dies. And it was like we've been playing for about 3-4 hours, and we were just picking random every time. And I got a character, or she got one that couldn't recover very well, and I got one that could just like sit on the edge, like stand on the ledge and just keep knocking her off. And she's like, "You just keep edge guarding me, and it's just like my up B's not working. My controllers, it needs to be recalibrated. You're not playing fair. This isn't fun." She was really mad.
Yeah, I learned my lesson in fucking Brawlhalla against you guys, because like that was really my first like fighting game like of that genre I've played. So I didn't realize like there's a whole like out mind fuck your opponent when you're trying to recover. I'd just try to go straight back and you guys would fuck me into oblivion. But
yeah, it takes a little bit of learning. So she's hitting that point now where she's like, I can't just press one button and get back to the stage. I have to like think a little bit, and then hopefully I won't get hit. So she's getting very mad. She actually did switch controllers. Like she was looking at me pressing the up B button, like it doesn't work on this one. And I was like, well, here's another one. There you go.
Really is, Brian. I believe it. I'm gonna calibrate my controller.
Oh, it was so good.
Poor Brian. He said it really
Poor Brian.
was.
It actually the fucking
He's never gonna
no, the one time that is literally the only time in like 20 years of gaming that someone has actually recalibrated their fucking controller, and it was actually the controller's fault. I'm unbelievable. But yeah, so we've been playing 1v1s, and then I've been playing with the Whammies. Kurt dude was making lobbies, and everyone was kind of jumping in. One Nation stopped by, Croshan stopped by, and we've just been basically just running a train of 1v1s. We weren't even doing free-for-alls with all four of us. It was just like 2 people hopped in, and then that was it. You just started throwing hands. It was pretty good.
Kurt dude said he's fucking your ass up.
He is. I've gotten a couple wins on him, but by and large, when he's using his main, it's just like, well, I'm definitely not getting the hands as much as Croshan was. Croshan was getting repeatedly 3-stocked. I was like, oh, I'm sorry, man. Like, and you could like, he's getting better. Like, I could see him improving as we're playing. I'm like, this is good. This is good to see. I like watching that happen. But I'm like, fuck, man, that must be rough. Like, Kurt dude's got like 70% on his first stock, and Croshan's on his last stock, like 120%.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck. I'm like, oh, poor fella. But
Kurt dude knows he's good at the game too, which is even worse.
yeah, he knows. What's worse is like you can tell when he decides to try a little bit. Like we'll be
turns
playing.
it on real quick.
We'll be playing and I'll hit like a sick combo, and then he'll be like, "Okay, time to try," and then just fucking body me. I'm like, "What? I thought you were trying. Thought I was doing good."
Debated.
He's done it to me in Icons. He's done it to me in every game we've ever played together. But like, if it's a fighting game, eventually he's like, "It's time to try," and he just turns it on. I'm like, oh, I thought I was getting better, but apparently I'm not like quite there yet.
What an asshole.
What a fucker. Hey, that's how you get better, though. You got to play against people that are better than you, or you'll never get better. Because it forces you to learn, or throw your controller through the TV. One or the other.
Or go to bed.
Or just go to bed. Fuck it. I'm going to bed. Smack your arm. However, we were playing online, which brings me to my one gripe that I have. In the year 2018, Nintendo still hasn't figured out how online play works, and it is the laggiest experience I have ever had. And it's not just me. Like, at first people are like, oh, it's the cornfield internet. Fuck it. Like, no. Kurt dude's hosting it with a fucking fiber connection. Still shit for him. Shit for Croshan. Shit for me. Shit for my buddy up in fucking near Ottawa with a fiber connection. And not when I'm in the game either. Like, I'm out of the equation. Cornfield gone. Everyone's still lagging. It's fucking terrible. Young DM Brandon with his gigabit connection playing Smash Bros with other gigabit connections are like, there's so much fucking lag. I can't believe it. I don't know what they're doing, man. I don't like.
Was that an issue with other games or previous instances of Smash?
Oh, huge. Brawl, I think, was the first one to have online, and it was on the Wii, and I don't think the Wii had Ethernet. So it was just, everyone was playing on their Wi-Fi. It was terrible. And Smash 4 wasn't very good either. Very stuttery, very laggy. Nintendo servers just have never been good. And everyone was kind of hoping with this Nintendo Online thing where you're paying $25 a year, you have some stable servers. You have some lagless experiences in the game, but apparently not. I will say to their credit, they are matching you. Like if you go into quick play, they'll match you with whoever's closest. So they're not like giving you a guy in fucking Timbuktu with a McDonald's Wi-Fi connection on purpose. But it's pretty terrible. The other thing is like, there's no way to select what kind of rooms you're looking for. Like I can say I would prefer a 1v1 with no items. And 9 times out of 10, it'll put me in a free-for-all with 4 other people with items on. Like, so why'd you ask me what I preferred?
Yeah.
Just, like, there's no, it's not like Smite where I can be like, oh, I want to play Conquest. Now, you imagine, like, you click Conquest and it puts you in a fucking Siege game. You're like, what?
Yeah, and there's enough people playing Smash that it should be able to put you in whatever you want.
Yeah, well, and that's the other thing. People are saying, well, you know, you got to cut Nintendo some slack. No, I don't. Okay? Well, I go on Smash, right? It tells me my global Smash power, my ranking out of everyone. And I have played 0 matches, which means I am tied for last place in terms of Smash power, or my fucking ranking, right? I was 340,000th in the world.
Yeah.
340,000 people gave Nintendo $25 plus the cost of the game to play online.
There's got to be a couple people in there somewhere that have the same preferences as you.
Gotta be 1 or 2, I would imagine. On top of that, you're telling me with all those people, they couldn't afford some decent ass servers? Couldn't afford it? They're still using peer-to-peer connection? There's no dedicated Smash Room servers? Nothing? No.
I mean,
Nintendo.
The money you pay towards Nintendo Online, how about just fucking $80 you pay towards games? That'll
Exactly.
pay for stable servers.
Apparently not. On top of that, the Switch doesn't come with an Ethernet port on the dock. So you have to buy like a dongle to like fucking plug in and then USB to Ethernet it. So it's like overall, it's just obviously online is not what they consider important. But when you have a fighting game as big as Smash Brothers, you would think that you would want that online experience, especially in this day and age, to be great. Like, when Brawl came out, I'm not expecting it online to be great. It's the fucking Wii. I was never fucking playing Wii online. I didn't give a shit about that. I was like, well, whatever. Like, the Wii's for everyone in the fucking house. Just get together and play Wii Sports or whatever. I'm not playing Smash online. But now, like, yeah, everyone's gaming online. Everyone. And that doesn't mean people aren't going to locals, but everyone is playing online at one point or another. And you got to step your game up, in my opinion, if that's the market you want to get into. But
I mean, I think it just reiterates the fact that Nintendo wants everybody to play locally. And when you're playing locally, you're playing with your friends, which therefore still makes it a party game.
that's it. They just, in conclusion,
Nintendo party game.
they would like that. I don't know. I think people got their hopes up because it was they put a whole new ranking system in, and it seemed like they were really pushing for like a good online experience, but they're just kind of fucking it up. And like, I don't know, man. I don't know. I don't get it. But maybe I'm
it's real
just
shitty because if you want to get better and like know you're getting better, if like forces you to go play at locals to be able to play against different people, you can only kick your sister's ass so many times before you have to go find people to play against.
exactly. And like, I enjoy playing Kurt, dude. But after a while, I'm like, man, I don't know if I'm missing these combos because I'm bad or if because I'm just lagging my ass off. Probably a little bit of both, but If I took one of those out of the equation, maybe I can work on the first one. You know? Like, so it means I'm gonna have to drive my ass like 45 minutes to go play in a local once a week. But I mean, the game's awesome. I'm willing to do it. It's just annoying that I can't play in the comfort of my own home against my friends and shit that are online. You know?
Right.
That doesn't mean the game's not fire. There's so much to do. There's so like the story mode's like 20 to 30 hours long. I've heard like people are 17 hours in and they're still playing it. So that's sick.
Oh shit.
You know, there's classic mode to run through, training to like learn combos and stuff. You have 80 different characters to learn by the time all the DLC comes out. Like it's insane the amount of work that they put into this. I just wish the online was as good as the actual game. The actual
Who's
game
your
is
favorite
amazing.
character?
Ooh, that's tough. Right now, I'm playing Villager, playing King DDD, and I'm playing Incineroar. So I know.
Incineroar. Oh shit.
Oh fuck yeah, buddy. He's like he's the WWE representative. He grabs you, he makes his own ropes, and he throws you off them. Like he grabs you, ropes pop
That's
up, and he
pretty
fucking
sick.
throws you off the ropes. I'm like, hell yeah.
Is
Let's-
that stage pretty cool? Whatever they call it, map, whatever. Because they showcase there's like a level or whatever that's like a ring.
Oh yeah. That's the Little Mac stage. Yeah, that's pretty sick. A lot of people don't use it because there's no way to knock people off the edge. Like there's no edge, quote unquote. You just have to hit them off the sides. But it's pretty sick. The music's pretty solid. I enjoy playing on it. It's a great party game map. Like if you had 4 people, like that's the map you want to go on because no one's like, I don't know how to recover, and then just dies. They just like you're like,
Right.
well, you're standing on the ground still. You're just gonna get fucking bopped. So that is sick. I'm loving Incineroar. I'm loving even the process and unlocking the characters is fun because I'm constantly throwing hands. The fucking by the way, the computers. Holy shit.
They body your ass?
They bought half the time. Half the time they're so dumb they forget how to jump. And then the other half, I've had one string me along for a 90% combo. I didn't even hit him. He was just like "Bup, bup, 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 bup," off the stage. I was like, what the fuck? What just happened? No
Probably
warning.
Wario.
Dude, Wario did beat me. Dead ass. It was close. Yeah, but you beat my ass. I was like, what the fuck? And then, like, the only way to unlock him is to beat him. So you can't, like, you're fucked. If you lose them, it's like you gotta wait and then rematch them, and you have to wait, like, a certain amount of time to rematch them. And then they could beat you again, and then you're just like, oh my god. Fucking, Dark Samus beat me 3 times. I was like, what?
So how upset were people about characters being locked?
I don't think people
Or was
were,
that known?
It was known. So they straight up said, in I think the announcement not the announcement trailer, but like the direct after that, they were like, you're gonna start off with the original cast from the N64 game. So whichever ones you got when you were playing N64 Smash, and then you had to work your way from there. So I think the only people that were upset, and they weren't even really like actual mad, were just kind of like, oh fuck, is tournament organizers, because every Switch has to have all the characters unlocked for a tournament, right? Like you can't.
So that means they have to buy a bunch of Switches and unlock all the characters themselves.
Bunch of Switches, bunch of copies. They have to install them all, and then I guess they get like. There was one in Ottawa and one in New York, and they just had a bunch of volunteers just grinding, doing that quick-ass method. It still takes like 2-3 hours to do. So they're all just sitting there just fucking unlocking characters. And then if you lose, it's even worse because it's like, fuck, I lost to this guy. I have to go rematch him. All this other bullshit. So the actual process is a grind, but it doesn't... Like, I wasn't mad about it. I was actually excited. Like, oh, fuck, I wonder who I'm going to get next. This is cool.
Right.
And it kind of adds to the whole idea. And you can unlock them. Even like I was just playing the story mode, and then I'd leave the story mode, and they're like, "Oh, you have a new fight. Time to come get motherfucking Ken from Street Fighter." I'm like, "Oh, okay, cool. Let's get it." Hopefully, it doesn't boozy or fucking body me, dude. Booty me.
So I know at the Game Awards they announced a new character. Is that new character already in the game, or is that coming out later?
That's coming out. That's DLC.
DLC already?
DLC already, dog.
Motherfucking game just released. How's there DLC already?
Listen, man, I'm not mad about it. Their DLC is actually fairly priced. $25. You get 5 fighters and 5 stages with their own music themes. And that's from like now till 2020. You buy the pack, you get them forever. So that's all right.
Because there's not 5 of all that shit available yet, right?
No. So basically they're saying like, we already have one almost done. Like when they announced it, they're like, we have one almost done. If you pay for it, you'll get 5. We don't know when the 5th one's going to be released. This is the hard cutoff. I think it was like February 2020. So they're basically saying, if you invest, you can have these characters. And for the price that I'm paying, it's like, okay, fair enough. And it's a little different than, like when Soul Calibur announced that they had a day 1 edition and then they had a character there. Like, from what I understand, the character that announced at the Game Awards, Joker, is not in the game yet. Like, they haven't actually coded the motherfucker yet. They just have the announcement.
Yeah, so if you didn't watch Game Awards, it's dude's name is Joker, and he's from Persona 5.
Yeah, which I haven't played Persona 5, but he looks cool as fuck. He looks pretty
looks
fun.
cool.
Looks kind of edgy. I'm down. Be like an edgy 12-year-old. Right? Beat the fuck out of people. But my understanding, he's not ready yet. So I'm not mad of like, oh man, you're releasing DLC day 1, because it's not like that. It's like he'll come out in like 3-4 months probably, if that.
Just like super early, basically announced.
Yeah, I mean they announced the game like a year and a half ago, and then they've just been like, just kind of like dropping updates in. We're like, really, dude? Like, fuck. So, be pretty good. But that's literally been my week. Or should I say my weekend? I don't fucking. I was playing Realm Royale earlier in the week, but I'll have more on that when I finish making the video that I'm editing. Rather than that, I'll
making a video that you're editing.
Yeah.
What is that?
Well, I mean, if you remember way back yonder, I made a fucking.
Is it gonna be like a fucking bicycle game?
Yeah. What was that game fucking called? Oh, dude, I love that game. Radical Heights. That's what it's called.
Yeah.
Yeah, if you remember way back yonder, I made a Radical Heights montage video, and I had a lot of fun making it, but then I just kind of stopped because the game died. I was ready to keep making videos on that game because I was enjoying it.
And the community hated it.
Community hated it, but hey,
it was awesome.
It was. I enjoyed it. I thought it was. They just didn't like memes. That's probably why the game died. Honestly, who plays an '80s inspired fucking meme game but hates memes?
I guess they're cosplaying before memes existed.
I guess, dude. I don't understand. Anyway, I cracked open Realm Royale, and I'm like, you know what, man? I can make a video out of this. It would be all right. I think we can do it. So
hell yeah.
Getting footage and doing some editing when I'm not.
No D&D this week because Brian was.
Yeah, I kind of was a little when he said, "Oh, there's no D&D." I was kind of, oh man, maybe he's IRL sick because like I don't think he wants to miss this D&D session. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So it's too bad, but we'll be back probably after the holidays playing D&D. We can tell you about that. Maybe by then I'll have released the rest of the Wizards and Whammies episodes. I have to actually sit down and edit those too. I don't really.
You
feel
said
like
you had them all rendered and everything. I thought.
No, I got all the SQA ones done, but then I was like, "Fuck! I still have all these D&D episodes, and they're like they take longer because I gotta break them up. I can't just drop like a 7-hour video on someone. That's not." Imagine our fucking subscribers opening that up and they're like, "What the fuck is this shit?" 7 hours to sit through. Fuck that noise. So I'll figure that out eventually. But yeah, that's my week. Been playing some Realm Royale, but Not much to say about that. It's fun. I'm just trying to get video clips, so I'm not really like into it as much. I'm just gonna shoot people and hope funny shit happens, so I can
Hell yeah.
make a video.
You can be Defran. You can be the new Defran.
That's right.
Have you watched his videos?
What, DeFran? Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, his fucking Realm Royale videos crack me up every time. If you guys have never watched the Fran play Realm Royale, you should go look up some of his older YouTube videos and shit. It's hilarious.
Yeah, might make you a little sad because it doesn't feel like very many people are playing it anymore. But you know, it's a good time.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I wonder if their numbers went up, like after DreamHack, or if they kind of stayed where they were, because I think they were at like 1,000 concurrent players on Steam, which is the only platform they have it on. So I don't know if it's recovering or not.
Isn't it on console now too?
It's on console now. I think that's the big push to put it on PS4 and Xbox One. I know the Bot G guys are all fucking super zooted about it.
Yeah, they're the only ones I've seen zooted about it. Not that I pay attention to Realm Royale at all, but
no, I'm not really in that. I know like their top streamer, the one that got kicked out of the tournament there, he's playing Overwatch now, so
that's like super tough. They came out with announcements, like announcing changes and shit at DreamHack, and then immediately fuck it up at the same event.
I know. God bless.
I just don't know how that happens.
I don't know. I feel like there's too many cooks in the kitchen on that game. I feel like they gotta step back, and I think they're slowly getting there, but it's gonna take some time. I don't know if you watched the keynote on that. Like, I know we were at HRX, so we missed the keynote just because of security. We couldn't get in to watch the high-res thing. But they had a whole thing on Realm Royale that we didn't get to see. I don't know if you saw it on stream there.
Yeah, I saw. I totally forgot what it was now.
It was like the game was
part
too
of it was
popular.
like basically owning up to their mistakes, kind of. I think a little bit. Like we had a hard time in alpha. Whoops.
Yeah, they basically said, yeah, well, the game was too popular too fast. So we kind of fucked that one up. It was not ready for a sustainable game. And I was like, well, I'm glad that you're admitting it, but at the same time, I feel like you really can't make a game too popular. And it also...
You would think that if a game gets popular too quick, then there wouldn't be changes very quick. Not like, oh, fuck, change everything.
People love this game. Change it immediately. Make it totally different. Take away everything.
Fuck wait, we weren't ready. No,
you guys can't like this yet. You're supposed to hate it for 4 months and then love it. Oh, fun. I don't get that shit, man. It was funny too because they were like, oh yeah, everyone loves the fast class-based combat and the forge system. Like, motherfucker, you took that shit out like 3 patches ago. You tried to and you lost your whole ass community. What are you doing?
Yeah.
Oh man, I don't get it. That game could have been like the next Fortnite. Could have been right up there. Not to say it isn't fun, Realm Royale devs. If you ever hear this, it is actually quite fun right now. But it feels very similar to what it was before you fucked everything up. So I'm kind of like,
could be an entitled.
Yeah, could be an entitled. I don't know.
Be an
oh, I'm sorry. I didn't mean it. How was your week, buddy? What did you get up to?
Play some Guillotine with the wife. I'm not sure if you know what Guillotine is. It's a card game.
Oh, okay.
It's pretty fun.
How do you play that? How's that work?
There's so it's actually like little guillotine, like chop your fucking head off guillotine. You line nobles up in front of them, 12 nobles, and each noble is like a different color worth different points. So and then you have action cards. You play an action card, and it could be like move a noble in line, take a a noble from the other player's hand, just like different shit like that. Then you collect nobles, and then you do that for 3 days. So which is you line 12 nobles up 3 times, and then whoever has the highest number of points at the end wins.
Oh,
That's like super simple explanation, but it's fun to do. Sit there, drink some beers, fuck with each other. So did that. More shit. Tied up with homework this week for my master's degree stuff. We had like group project, which is a pain in the ass.
oh, group projects are the worst.
Yeah. Luckily, somebody on like Tuesday was like, "I'll take the lead," and I'm like, "You go for it."
Have fun.
Yeah. Work's been super busy. We're prepping for like a new software release, so everybody's been like real hectic. Like, it needs to get out before Christmas. I'm like, who gives a fuck if it's out before Christmas? Like, just make a release, rush it out before it's ready because we need it out before the end of the year. Just wait. Doesn't need to go out yet. But yeah, other than that, I started playing this game. I actually was a gamer this week.
Oh, hell yeah.
It was like a super old school game from like 1995 that was a DOS game, and it was like made by LucasArts. And I always paid attention to a lot of the games that were like followed the similar developer style. It's like point and click, same thing as like Day of the Tentacle. I've talked about that before. Escape from Monkey Island, it's like that as well. So you're like a fucking motorcycle dude. The villain in it is actually voiced by Mark Hamill, which is pretty cool.
Oh shit, that's awesome.
Yeah. So it's been remastered. So the graphics on it are like up to date, cartoonish wise, but you can press the F1 key and see what it looked like originally. And you do like the comparison. It's like, holy fuck, who played video games this way? But
what are these graphics, dude?
Yeah. So it's fun, but it's like point and click puzzle based, and some of this shit like I'm so bad with. I've been sitting here like, okay, I'm older now. I don't get confused. I'll figure this shit out. I still feel like I'm 12 and need to look up fucking walkthroughs on how to beat the game. I'm like, spending 2 hours. I'm in the first little area. I'm like, oh, I'm fucked. But the soundtrack is decent, and it's been pretty fun so far, and it's like it's chill to play. So
hell yeah,
chill
game
fun
grind.
With that.
Like it.
Say what?
I said chill game grind. I like it.
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.
We got that Monopoly going, man. We gotta fucking get grinding. Some Park Place.
For real, I was thinking about that this week. We need to figure out if we're getting it on Steam, we're getting it on Switch. What's happening? Where are we getting it?
Yeah, man. I don't know. Now I'm all like torn. Like, do they even have it on Steam? They must.
People. I didn't look, but I'm sure they do. They probably get every single fun. People in Discord were coming at us like, "Yo, Monopoly, let's do this."
Hell yeah! Oh, they do, dude. They got Monopoly Plus. Not even just regular. You get I don't know what the plus is, but you get it.
I don't know what it is either.
I don't know. Mostly positive.
Flint was trying to come at me on Twitter this week, trying to claim I like fucking anime.
It's not me, man. It's the fucking community. The Whammies have decided you're a weep, and that's it. That is what it is.
And I tried to get Duke to defend me. He decapitated me.
Yeah, it's okay. Vinny left me dead.
Also,
we both died.
Yeah. Also, nobody wants Kuzenbo Christmas skin. Okay.
It's free. You get it.
Nobody wants it.
Everyone, I want it. Come on now. You know you kind of do. You're gonna get it. You're gonna log into Smite just to do it, aren't you? That free
Maybe.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You were gonna get that motherfucking free Kuzmo skin. It's coming.
Hey, the free skin.
I can't.
But yeah, other than that, I say what?
Nah, never mind. It's all good. It's all good. I was good.
No, other than that, I watched the fucking Game Awards.
Oh yeah, fuck. How are
some
those?
Of it.
I heard there was some.
Some of it.
I saw one trailer for one game, but other than that, I am completely blind. and how the Game Awards went. How were they? Hit me up.
Epic announced they're coming out with their own like game store to compete with Steam,
Shit.
which is unique. We'll see how it does. It's off to a fucking banging start though. It's got Super Meat Boy.
Oh shit, that's always a classic. That's a good one.
Mm-hmm. There's this new game called The Last Campfire. Looks cute as shit. It looks like you basically go on a journey or some shit. I think it's supposed to be a short game, but it's made by the developers who made No Man's Sky. So we'll see if it's actually good. Hopefully it's short enough that it's not bad.
Oh, this time we won't fuck it up, boys. We promise.
Yeah.
Oh no.
The fucking Mortal Kombat trailer, fire.
Oh shit.
Like, if you haven't seen Mortal Kombat trailer, pause podcast right now. Go watch it.
Go on. I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it.
You haven't?
No.
You haven't? Oh, that shit is good. On top of that, 21. People were bitching about the music. Fuck off. 21 Savage made that fucking trailer fire.
Hold
like
on.
the music. Oh, you complain about it. Who cares?
They had 21 Savage on the fucking bars. Throw down.
Oh fuck yeah!
Oh, here we go. Okay.
Shit was good. But I'm also like, I don't know. I like 21 Savage. I can't like see the number 21 without like saying it in my head 21. Like it's just natural now.
Oh shit.
So yeah, that's I mean, I don't play a lot of the other shit that like got announced. There's this new game called Ashen coming out for like Xbox and PC. It's basically like Dark Souls, I think.
Oh. Right.
There's a new Far Cry game. It was trying to look quick. We got Crash Racing coming out.
Oh hell yeah!
Far Cry New Dawn.
Ooh.
I've
never been a Far Cry guy. I've never got into those.
I figured that'd be up your alley for some reason.
It normally, like, from what I've read, yeah, probably. I think I have Blood Dragon, but I've never, like, fucking sat down and, like, I'm gonna play some Far Cry. I'm like, there's other shit I'd like to play. Especially now. I don't know. I did see one trailer for a game called, Outer Worlds. I don't know if you saw that one.
Yeah, that looks pretty cool. I'm not sure if I'll like it or not. I don't know. Like the cutscene that played at the beginning and shit, like throughout it was cool. But like the little bit of gameplay spurts that were in it, I'm just not sure if I'll actually like it.
This is if you're a big Fallout or a Borderlands player. So if you like those two, you'll be like, hell yeah, this could be your jam. So I've never like advocated for this on the podcast, but don't fucking pre-order games anymore, boys. It's 2018. Don't do it. Don't let the hype overtake your wallet. Wait until a review comes out. Wait till someone has their hands on the disc to see how it is. That being said, this game looks fucking amazing, and I'm very excited for it based on what I've seen. I'm not pre-ordering it, but I'm excited. Because it's like, so for those of you who don't know, because we were talking about Bethesda last week, right? And the woes that they were experiencing with their new online-only Fallout, and their inability to advertise things properly. Obsidian was the original creators of Fallout. They made Fallout 1 and 2, and the rights were sold to Bethesda to make Fallout 3, and then they licensed Obsidian to make Fallout New Vegas, and basically fucked Obsidian. So fans consider New Vegas the better Fallout game. I am one of those people. Most people do. I guess if you hate cowboys, you can't like New Vegas. That's about the only thing.
Who hates cowboys?
Fucking some people, man. I don't know. I'm just putting them out there. Might not like it. It's set in Nevada. kind of.
I mean, I almost bought a PS4 just to play fucking Red Dead. That's how
what I'm
much
saying,
I
dude.
like Cowboys.
Well, you'd fucking love Fallout New Vegas then, buddy. You'd probably play it by $5. Anyway, Bethesda was like, hey man, if you guys get above an 8.5 on IGN, we'll give you a shit ton of money that'll let you keep your lights on. And Obsidian was like, dope. All right, here's this cool game that you rushed us to make. And Bethesda said, it got an 8.4 on IGN. No money for you, idiots. And they didn't give Obsidian their money. Technically, Obsidian didn't meet the mark, but Bethesda also rushed the game and refused to let them patch it for 2 months. So, there was also that. So Obsidian basically looked at all the woes Bethesda was having and was like, hey, heard you guys like Fallout. Like actual Fallout and not Fallout 4 or 76. How about this game? Here, that's got... And they even put in the fucking trailer from the original creators of Fallout and the guys that made Fallout New Vegas. As in, not the other 2 Fallouts that you guys didn't like so much. They're throwing heavy shade at Bethesda. Their track record's good. The games they've made so far are good. I'm hoping that trend continues. Keep an eye out for it. That's all I'm saying. Especially if you were disappointed by 76. This is a single-player game. No online bullshit. Hopefully won't be as buggy as most Fallout games are.
Another one that might be worth checking out. It's called Atlas. It's made by the dudes who made Ark.
Oh shit.
So it's MMO survival game as well, except this one is with pirates and dragons. And the map is supposed to be 12,000 times the size of the fucking Ark map. And the Ark map is pretty big.
Damn.
So.
Damn.
Seems like it could be good.
That's definitely one to look out for too. So like you can like capture dragons, the same idea as Ark, where you can like tame dinosaurs and shit. Is that how they're...
I don't know that. Yeah, I gotta read more into it because it was like reading about because that was one of the ones I missed. So I just read about it a little bit that it was announced. So I got to look in to see what it actually is. But I mean, I really enjoyed the shit on Ark. So hopefully it is the same type of thing. And if you can tame dragons,
you're gonna see Bryce in the fucking Atlas zone out there taming dragons dressed like a pirate and shit.
Losing hours of my life not sleeping again.
Oh god. Hey, just make a private server, buddy. I don't have to deal with groupers. Have a nice world where no one's murdering each other. Be all right.
Yeah, I'm in charge of this realm, bitches.
GM commands.
Oh, the other cool thing. I'm fucking slapping my hands over here like I'm mad. I got so excited about that. The fucking shit that went down with Sonic Fox, his like speech and shit was pretty cool.
Oh hell yeah, dude! He won what was it like best
esports player of the year.
Oh, that's fucking sick, man. I mean, he is. I would argue. Amount of first places got it across all these different fucking games. It's pretty hype.
Yeah, I didn't I had known nothing about him really, but I watched his speech and I also watched everybody get pissed off about it after too. Like there's people who are praising it, but then like he's also memeing like because he had his Republican joke in it in his speech, so it pissed people off.
I mean, you can't not expect him to take a pot shot because I'm sure those people have been giving him shit his entire esports career. So he's probably like, hey, fuck it, I'm here. Gonna dunk on you idiots real quick. Oh man. I saw his tweets. I think who's it to? I think it was Ian Miles Chong. I think was the guy who was like constantly calling people out, and he said something like, "Bitch, your head looks like a balloon with sunglasses on it. Try again when you actually have something," or something like that. It's just like shit on this guy. It was so good. Oh no. I don't know why people are getting so mad, man. Like I know he's taking pot shots at people, but just let the man play video games and be good at it. Like he's fucking sick.
I mean, he took pot shots at people, but he's not lying either. Like
no,
it's the truth.
He's That's why it hurts so much, dog. They're like, damn, he's kind of right.
Yeah.
Though. He's kind of right, though. Unlucky. But, yeah, I'm more impressed with the fact that he's able to get fucking first place at EVO in a game that he picked up like 8 months ago. And he gets first place in any game that he touches, basically, or like first or second. Like he picked up Soul Calibur and was beating people that had been playing Soul Calibur for like 20 years. He was like, no problem. That's wild.
Yeah.
Like, I couldn't imagine having that. Like, just you pick up a fucking controller and you're like, yep, I got you. You get bodied.
All fighting games are the same, I guess.
Hey man. You know what game Sonic Fox said that he couldn't just pick up and be fucking amazing at? It's motherfucking Smash Brothers. How about that?
Yeah.
Oh shit.
Let's see if you get triggered with that one. Maybe Matt would get triggered.
Yes. Not even Smash is FGC. Smash better than FGC. Because not even Sonic Fox can pick that shit up. Not even Sonic Fox can do it. How about it?
They need to get Sonic Fox on the sticks quick, so
he can prove.
We can see that no good.
That's right. Is that all? Anything else cool during the Game Awards or your week or nothing? Or are we gonna?
That's it, really. I think things are slowing down, so I'm finally gonna play some video games again. I watched Skyscraper with The Rock. That's pretty good. Pretty good movie.
Oh shit! Yeah, that was the one where he was like he had like one leg and he was like fucking around in that big old skyscraper with his family and stuff. Right on.
Yeah. Watched Christmas Chronicle. Getting Christmas spirit. That's that new Netflix one. Kurt Russell.
Yeah, there's the one Kurt Russell is Santa. That's pretty funny.
It's a little corny, but it's good.
Yeah.
Netflix came out with that new Mowgli movie. You watch that one yet?
No, I haven't seen that one yet.
It's pretty good. I mean, granted, it's like fucking Jungle Book. You know what to expect by now with all the fucking Jungle Books. But it's like a different take on it. I don't know. I think it's a little darker, maybe. I don't know. Christopher Walken as King Louis, and the other one was kind of scary, but
yeah, I don't think that was supposed to be scary though.
But this one is a different take, and it's like got aspects that I haven't really seen from another Jungle Book, really. So I recommend that. Check that out.
Good shit.
I'm trying to watch Frontier right now. It's a good show as well.
Ooh, I don't think I've watched. I've seen that one on Netflix, but I don't think I've watched it yet.
Yeah, it's got however said Jason Momoa.
Oh yeah, young Khal Drogo. Oh, young Aquaman.
Hell yeah.
Another one you might like if you haven't seen it yet. Ballad of Buster Scruggs. You're in a cowboy.
I've seen that. I watched the trailer. I'm like, is this good? It's pretty good.
It's pretty good, man. It was a good anthology. Every part was solid. It's over the top. It's supposed to be. Like, they're not trying to be like hyper realistic or anything. Like, it's like they made it look like it was like a kid's book or like a Tales from the West kind of book where everything's just like slightly more than reality. You know what I mean? People are just like just a little bit over the top. You're like, yeah, a real person probably wouldn't have that happen to them, but like. But they're all really interesting stories. They got a lot of big name actors in there, which is I was kind of interested in. I'm like, there's no way they got Liam Neeson to be a cowboy again. He already did it once. He's not gonna do it again. But it was good. Solid 2.5 hours if you looking for some fucking time to kill. It was a lengthy movie, but it was good. I enjoyed it very much.
I've been slowly watching Shippuden still. The last like 20 fucking episodes have been filler. They're on the boat going to the Land of Lightning, so I've only been like watching one a day during like lunch because I'll watch one filler episode and be like, okay, all right. But like some of them are good, but because all you cartoon watchers have told me what filler is, like I know it's not part of the story, so it makes it tough. But they're actually good. I guess other than that, I've been looking at smart home shit. So like I want to install some smart home stuff in the new house. So I got thermostats. I got the Nest Hello for a doorbell. So but I'm trying to like be smart about it. So I've wasted a shit ton of time just looking and like comparing and like smart light bulbs. What the fuck do I need smart light bulbs for? Like, if my ass is too lazy to walk up the stairs and shut the fucking lights off, I got another problem going on. All right.
Oh boy.
So of course it's like, oh, some play sound. Some of them emit different lighting during the day and night to help you sleep or stay awake. Fucking light bulb.
Listen, I don't know. Some of that smart, like, because I studied that in school. And I was like, look, like the light bulbs, I'm like, look, if I want to go to sleep, I'm going to turn the lights off, right? And now it's dark and I'm tired. I'm going to go to bed, right? I think you guys are overthinking this one a little bit.
It knows when you're going to go to sleep and we'll go to a certain lighting. No, the light's going off.
Yeah, I'm not keeping it on. Nap time. That's all I need. I don't need none of this fucking dim it. Set the fucking mood. Like I'm already.
Yeah, exactly.
The mood is I'm going to bed.
Hey, light bulb, can you turn bright green for me? For what? Gonna have a rave or some shit in my fucking bedroom?
Who knows? Fuck. My family have one of those Alexas and it was hooked into the lights. And like the youngest was a bit of a shit, so she'd run into the room like, Alexa, lights off, and all the fucking lights would turn off. My aunt's like, what the fuck? She's like cooking dinner or something. It's dark now.
That's fucking awesome.
Oh, like that's too much power.
Exactly.
That's too much. Like, you know, like be like, oh, like your wife's doing something, like Alexa, turn the lights off in the fucking living room real quick. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
What the fuck?
You're like Alexa, how can you ignore somebody's voice, please? Just like ignore this little person's voice. Do not pick it up.
Yeah. Password protect, please. Oh man. Hey, if you're going smart home, all I gotta say is just password protect your shit, man. Don't be out.
Oh,
here.
for sure.
Don't be out here fucking leaving it unsecured. Some lady did that and got a whole national news story on her because like some dude was spying on her for like 3-4 months, turning the lights on and off and shit from his computer just to fuck with her. She's like, I feel so
He's calling ghost hunters and shit.
Yeah. She had webcams and shit too, so he was like watching the webcam. So like she'd go into a room, like he'd turn the thermostat up like 4 degrees. Shit like
Sweating. What's hot here?
It's fucking hot in here. I can't turn it down. Home knows best.
The house is like, I'm cold.
I'm cold, dude. We're turning it up. Someone forgot to close a window. Guess we're going to 28 degrees Celsius in here.
I got no idea what that is, fuckhead.
Oh fuck. I'm sorry, dude.
Nobody good. Nobody would turn the thermostat to 28 degrees Celsius.
82.4 degrees Fahrenheit.
Oh, there you go.
There you go.
There you go.
Now you know what it is. Listen, I'm sorry you don't know the correct way to measure temperature. It's not my fault, man.
How'd you like that intro last week?
I fucking hated it. You fuck. I forgot. I said that shit. And then everyone was like, oh, he said Canada sucks. I'm like, what did Bryce do to this fucking intro? Oh, no. And then put it in the Discord. I was like, fuck. You got me. Got me fair and square, too. I can't even, like, I'm more mad at myself than I'm mad at you. I'm just like, God.
Yeah. It's not even something I clipped together. It's just, you said it.
Unfiltered. You just bought me. Dude, I got some flack this week from you too. He's asking why I didn't put it in the YouTube video intro, and I was like, man, I didn't even know it was there. I didn't even know it was in the audio one. I got bamboozled.
Conveniently left it out.
Yeah, I left it out. That's what I did. I don't have a video for that one. What would I do? I got a video intro all lined up. You know what I'm saying? Like I don't can't change the formula.
Mm-hmm.
It's a lot of editing just for a fucking meme. Maybe it's not enough. I don't know. Well, think that covers our weeks there, good sir. You got more?
Mm-hmm.
How about we do a little primer, because we got a community challenge this week. We were asking if gamers were entitled, so we're gonna get into that eventually. But I think before we do, just to prime the people, you know what I'm saying? We could talk more about Bethesda because they're back in the news. You know, if you
What are they in the news for now?
So, on top of, well, actually, as soon as we released the episode, right, the latest from us was they fucked up on the bags and they were sending out a $5 in-game credit and saying "get fucked, idiots."
And they made it worse since then.
And they have made it worse while also trying to make it better. So it's kind of an interesting fuck up. So.
At what point you're like, stop trying?
Just stop.
It's just
give up. Todd Howard, just wash your hands of this fucking game and just walk away. So they said, okay, fine. We fucked up. We're sorry. You guys can have your canvas bags. If it's that fucking important to you, you can have your canvas bags.
The like 12 people that got canvas bags, you can have them.
Exactly. The 12 people that bought this $200 edition. Don't pre-order shit, guys. Stop it. This is why. Right here, you'll get a fucking nylon bag instead of canvas.
Fuck, I ain't learned your lesson from GameStop.
That's it, dog. GameStop, that's it. That's the younger generation. They don't know.
You want pre-order? You want pre-order? Yeah, they don't know anything.
They don't know. They haven't got fucked by pre-orders. It's like, dog, I don't know. Yeah. So they said, you guys can have your bags. You just have to send us all your information and your receipt. You know, like with your address and your full name and your phone number and your email address and all that shit. Send it to us at Bethesda Support. We'll deal with it. We'll send you a canvas bag. It'll get to you in like 3 weeks. So normally that would be the end of it. It's like, okay, you guys fucked up, but at least we forced you to make it right. But you're making it right. Good for you. Good job. A+ for giving what you originally advertised. Then a user got on Reddit and said, hey, I know where all of you live now. Bethesda has been sending your support tickets to my email account instead of their own. So this person was getting all of the tickets. And it wasn't just one. There was multiple people getting all of the tickets that people were sending in to get this canvas bag back. Users were doxing themselves unwittingly. So people were getting the email like, oh, there's your full name, your email address, your physical address, your phone number. Got it all now. Thankfully, people that got it weren't assholes about it. But Bethesda has once again managed to fuck up something as simple as emailing a support ticket. I don't know how you do it.
So was Bethesda getting it themselves as well, or they weren't even getting it? Everybody else was.
I don't know if they weren't getting it, but I know that someone, like regular Fallout users, were just getting it. And they're like, why am I getting 85 fucking emails? And they're all just like pictures of receipts. And like, hello, I would like my canvas bag, please. And there's like a fucking picture with all their info on it. So I don't know. Hopefully Bethesda was getting the emails. Maybe they weren't, and they thought like, man, no one wants these bags. I don't know what all the hubbub was about. But
should have just mailed everybody a bag of dicks and said it's from Bethesda. Oh, here's your canvas bag.
Idiot.
Bag of dicks.
Big bag of dick, yeah. Those exploding glitter envelopes or whatever. Like 30 of them. Just like, make sure it says Bethesda on the front of the email. On the front of the letter, please. What the fuck? I don't know, man. It's not really like a huge fuck up. I mean, it's pretty bad. Like if someone who was not nice about it got it, like if like a real dick got it, was like, I'm gonna dox all these people. But it's not. It's just another like Bethesda. Please just like figure this out, man. I don't know. Maybe this is what happens when a company that with no online experience, I guess, tries to get into an online game. Just goes bad. You wouldn't think it would, but it does.
Yeah. That's crazy.
It's like it should have been done. It should have been like, oh, thanks for we'll get you your bags and that's that. But they somehow found another fucking bug in the system. So just a little funny update, I figured. But
that's good. That's quality.
Quality, you know. So to cap it off and leading us into our little discussion, because I know you got a rant primed up for this. Our gamers entitled, good example. Like our gamers entitled about this and Bethesda thing. Like, is it just a fucking canvas bag, or do we have something to be worried about here? What do you think? I'll let you start things off. I want to hear your thoughts on this.
I mean, the bag thing. So I guess that the bag thing. They bought the game for $200.
Yeah.
They didn't get the canvas bag. They're upset about not getting the canvas bag. They have the right to be upset about not having the canvas bag. So my throat is all fucked up. Let me clear my throat so I can edit the fuck out of the podcast. But if you're watching the video, I'm sorry. Okay,
that's okay.
I apologize. So, first of all, there's a saying, everyone is entitled to their opinion. So, are gamers entitled? I don't know. I guess that it's a tough question. I think that overall, gamers are pretty chill. And the whole idea of entitled gamers comes down to, much like everything else, like Smite Reddit and shit like that, it's just a small portion that are loud and whine and cry. Some of these people just do it about everything. For instance, like some people get upset when YouTubers, Twitch streamers, game journalists get access to games before they do. And look, this is how the developer creates more of a buzz around their game. They get more eyes on it. They get articles written about it. Yet Matt from Canada thinks that he deserves early access too because he's played Street Fighter since its first release. Yeah. But while that's awesome, you have played the franchise for that long. What does giving you access to the game really do for the developer? It does nothing. Fucking dumbass, new idiot Matt from Canada.
Damn. Called out Matt from Canada, wherever you are.
So now a lot of games today still end up being like fucking $50 to $80, right? I mean, I've played games on Steam for so long. It took until I got the Switch to realize, holy fuck, games are still expensive as shit. So when it comes down, to a game that ends up being in development forever and get a huge amount of hype, or just new games in the franchise that have huge fan bases, fans expect the fucking game to be good, or at least what it was advertised to be. So, they're the consumer. They're spending money on their game to get the fucking canvas bag. So the shit better be good. And when it isn't, they let you know about it. Fallout. We're seeing it now. I mean, this is just how fucking life works, my dudes. It's if I go to the store, buy a candle that's supposed to smell like Christmas, and the motherfucking thing smells like your own washed ball sack from sitting in your chair gaming all weekend without showering, then you're damn right I'm going to throw a fit or at least return the thing. Does that make me a fucking entitled candle enthusiast? No. Makes me a fucking consumer who wants what they asked for. So it's tough for me, it's tough for me to accept, like, when quote entitled gamers voice their opinion on how they dislike something. Some people's immediate response is, well, don't buy the game then. Show those developers with your wallet. You mean business. What? The solution to me wanting a fucking new game I'm interested in or a new title from a franchise I've loved for years to be as good as it can be, is to not buy it at all. Like, just because I'm being vocal about my displeasure for the game, fucking Smite, doesn't mean I don't want to buy the fucking thing. I mean, granted, you don't buy Smite, you buy all the random shit in it, but you know where I'm getting at with that.
Yeah.
So, how about we just switch the term entitled with empowered? How does that sound? We're empowered gamers. Gamers are empowered because we want to be motherfucking consumers in an industry where our opinion matters. It makes a difference. Okay. We don't want to have to live in a world where it takes a developer 3 motherfucking years to make another Jean-Qui skin. Okay.
Oh,
that's
shit.
not what we want.
Called out.
So
understandable.
I think that's where I'm going with that. I'll start looping back around and shit if I keep talking about it, but that's just where, you know, we're consumers in a market. Well, now, you know, at the same time, we live in a world where that's my answer, but people will have microtransactions in their game, you know, loot boxes, microtransactions, all things people are vocal about or entitled about, which are rightfully so if microtransaction is pay to win. But somebody will be like, I don't want microtransactions in my game. It's for a skin that has no effect on anything. And then start a petition or fucking send death threats and shit. But that's total other side of the spectrum. There are those people too, though. But in like the general scheme of our gamers entitled, like I don't think so. I just think we want the games we want to play to be the best it can be, especially when you say they're supposed to be one way and they're not.
Well said. I think I'm pretty much with you. I think the problem is that a lot of people that are like, you know, sending death threats or mad about my I don't like the skins coming out, or like the things that don't affect gameplay. I think a lot of those people are very vocal. And that incenses a whole other group over in the corner that are like, you guys are entitled. And they like live to call fucking people out. You know what I'm saying? I feel like that's a lot of the culture now, is like we, especially on Twitter. I do a lot of my social media on Twitter, so I see it all the time where people are retweeting tweets and calling each other out. You should be happy that you even have a game in the first place. How dare you? And they're yelling and yelling. So I think what we're seeing is more two vocal minorities. I fall more into the idea of like, if I pay for something, I should get what I want to pay for. I mean, I have a finite amount of dollars to spend. I spend it on a $200 Fallout Edition. Don't fucking pre-order anymore, you pieces of shit. I'm going to say it multiple times this episode. I don't care. Stop doing it. Yeah, if I pay $200 for Fallout Edition, I should get what I want. That being said, I don't think that the developers need to... How do I put this?
Yeah, it puts developers in a tough spot because on one hand, like, we as a community want developers to like listen to us, especially like Smite, for example. A lot of the changes that are going into season 6 are suggestions that people have gave for a long time.
Yeah.
Now, if you've been giving that, why the fuck do I have to wait until season 6 for these changes to be made? But on the other hand of that, you can't just make every single change because people are complaining about it, because then people come to expect it. And then when you don't, then they're mad anyway. So
yeah,
it's like a balance of how much you give and take, I guess.
It's rough because like a developer wants to make the game they want to make, right? And if that doesn't line up with a group of people's perception of what they want the game to be, and I'm going to use Smite as an example because that's kind of the game I played the most, and I think has, honestly, as much shit as the community gives them, one of the best and quickest responding developers I've ever seen. You look at Bethesda, like they weren't talking to people for weeks. They put this online game out, and there was tons of bugs, and they were like, They didn't say a fucking word. EA didn't say a fucking word. Smite, constantly in the Reddit, constantly on Twitter, constantly communicating. You know, when they have a god, right? If I'm playing, I'm like, fucking Arachne, so overpowered. I hate her. And I get on Twitter, I'm like, Ajax, fix your game. Fucking make Arachne better. That's me being entitled, right? Because I don't have all the stats on Arachne. I don't know. And a developer can't reasonably be expected to cater to every individual person on what they think would make a balanced game, because that's how you get a bad game. You have too many cooks in the kitchen. It's a Realm Royale situation all over again, except with the fucking internet, so it's even worse. So I think developers have a right to a point, but I think when it comes to material things, like you talking about this bag, or something like, I'm going to use Smash as an example, Nintendo's Online. If I'm paying for that, it should be the experience I expect. And I consider myself fairly reasonable, right? Like in terms of online, I know it's not going to be perfect. I live in a cornfield. I'm going to have a little bit of lag. I have a little bit of lag on Smite. I'm going to have a little bit of lag on Smash. That's life. I understand. Okay? But if you're expecting me to pay for your online service, you better have the best fucking servers that you can get with that money. Right? I shouldn't have a better connection on a free-to-play game like Smite than I do with Nintendo, which I can pay for. Right? And I still see people online. Oh, that's entitled. You know, you can't expect Nintendo to have perfect online. They're Nintendo. Like, yeah. The fucking billion-dollar company Nintendo can't buy some goddamn servers. I don't know about all that, Chief. I don't know about all that. So I think...
And it's not like Nintendo didn't know how many people were going to want to play online. It's not their first fucking rodeo.
Yeah, and that's really the problem is you have it's almost a case-by-case basis, but when it comes to things like glaringly obvious gameplay mechanics or things not working out the way the community wants, I think the developer does have an onus to respond to that at the very least, even if the two sides don't agree. And I don't think that makes people entitled. I think that's part of, you know, like you said, being a consumer. My dollars have to go somewhere. And I also agree that I don't, like, if Smash Ultimate sucked and people are like, well, vote with your wallet. Like, no, I want Nintendo to make good games. I don't want them to go fucking bankrupt. Doesn't mean I'm not going to be unhappy with their Smash decision. You know what I mean? You know, it's like, can use Street Fighter as an example, right? Matt's told me all about the development cycle of Street Fighter. I got a history lesson while I was in Japan. It was all right. But it was interesting, right? They had so many pro players, people who've been playing the game for 20 years, say, hey, this game isn't very good. Please make it better. And Capcom said, nah, we like it like this better. Does that make the Street Fighter community entitled if they have a game that they've loved for 20 years and it's like all of a sudden this newest iteration isn't very good? Or isn't as fun to the old players? Or does that make it, you know, okay, they're paying $80 for this game, which is fucking ridiculous. I can't believe that threw me too. Yeah. Honestly, like I know that's a little side point, but like buying Smash and like Switch games, I'm like, God, why is this so much money? I could get like 40 games for this price.
Exactly.
This is ridiculous. I don't know.
Yeah, and it's tough with like, so the Street Fighter thing, for example, they change how the game, whatever it was, they changed. From a developer standpoint, are you doing that to broaden your audience?
Could be.
Somehow, like as Street Fighter, I don't necessarily know how you do that. They're like, you make it easier for new people. So do you make a game that maybe gets played by more people, or do you focus on developing a game that you know people who fucking love Street Fighter are gonna love? In that case, you probably make a game fucking Street Fighter people love, and new people will come as they come. If it's some, I don't know, indie game that has like a cult following that's new, well, maybe try to open it up and see what happens. But it's tough because people are going to get mad either way.
Yeah, that's unfortunate.
Entitled is a dumb word, though.
It is a dumb word because it's like entitled would be like, I want them to make a brand new game with all new mechanics and graphics, and I want it for free. Like that'd be like because you're demanding something that's unreasonable. But I don't feel like a lot of these demands that people are making on game companies are overly unreasonable. Like stable servers, a bug-free experience. If I'm paying $200 for your game, would be, I'm gonna walk that back. Maybe a little entitled. Like bugs happen. Coding's not an exact science. There's some black magic fuckery in there. Sometimes stuff doesn't work. I understand. But
how deleting all your friends' requests fixes bug.
Yeah, how does that work? How does that work? The newest Smite bug, if you guys didn't know, your game gets 5 frames per second if you have too many friends. So game is literally telling you to have no friends. Got to delete all of them, and then your game will stabilize. I think they fixed that one though.
That's easy.
Easy peasy. I got no one on my friends list. You know, a relatively bug-free experience, I'll say. Things of that nature, I don't think are overly entitled. It's when you start signing petitions to get rid of cosmetics and, you know, just asking for unreasonable shit. Yeah, you are entitled, but I don't think we can use that as a blanket term anymore. I don't think that's fair as consumers. I don't think that's fair as a community because it takes away the voice of the people playing the fucking game, which is the most important thing, right? You're making a game. You want people to play it. Well, you got to listen to their feedback. That doesn't make them entitled.
Yeah, and it's just like, you know, when people, it's the same thing with writing reviews online, right? If you have a good experience with something, you don't go online and really write a review. Maybe you do. Maybe you're the person that does. Before you fucking at me, you're like, I write good reviews all the time. The majority of people write reviews when they have a terrible experience. So that's always my feeling when I'm buying something. I don't know, half the time fucking going to a restaurant, like, this place sucks. The next person is usually like, this place sucks. Not, this place is awesome.
Yeah,
that's
exactly.
How I feel anyway. So if people are like really enjoying a game, they're not on the Reddit, all caps, I fucking love this game, and like overly fucking enthusiastic about it. No, it's just people bitching.
Yeah. You're right. Well, you get those people every once in a while like, can we just take a minute to thank the developers for making such a great game? I love those posts.
1,000 upvotes.
Yeah.
You're right.
Big old circle jerk,
right.
dude. I love it. Look,
dude, speaking of fucking candle enthusiasts, I had this fucking candle going. I think that's why my fucking nose and shit and my throat was all fucked up. I had to put it out.
Oh, time to write a bad review for that candle, dog.
Yeah,
better see you
candle
on it.
Fucked up my sinuses.
That's it. Going to the garden. It made smoke. How dare it? Unrealistic expectations. Fuckers. Well, that's what you and I thought. I was hoping Brian was here. I wanted to hear what he had to say, but you know, I guess that's entitled of me to expect him to come here when he's sick.
Yeah.
I'm
sick?
Could be.
Who gets sick? I was just sniffling and my throat's fucked up right now. I'm here. I didn't say Flint. I got a pause in the middle of recording.
No. You didn't? I don't know, man.
I'm here.
You hear?
Brian's like, I have no voice. Well, talk like this the whole time. Everybody can still hear you.
Side Quest Arcade ASMR. Let's get it. We could do it.
That'd be a good one.
I don't know if I can. You want to do the yo? Do the yo real quiet.
Yo.
Oh, there it is. There it is.
Panties wet.
Content. Well, we actually got a fairly good discussion on this because this was the community challenge. We asked you guys, are gamers entitled? It's Bryce and I opinions. I think the answer is not usually no, but it, you know, in some cases it really depends on how bitchy you guys are being, or we're being, because we're all gamers. But we got some good replies from Twitter this time.
Ooh, Twitter.
Yeah, I tweeted out and people replied to the tweet. How about that? Happens.
Young micromanity on the Twitter.
Absolutely. The man that killed you during the week, Duke Sloth, coming in to let us know. Says it's a bit of both, really. Companies do need to step their game up and not deliver unpolished releases with the expectation that they can fix everything later and it'll be okay. Real morale. At the same time, gamers don't need to trash everything that isn't 100% up their alley. It's not so much that many are entitled, but rather that they enjoy shitting on things. Also, people need to realize the expectations for a $60 game in terms of quality and content are insanely higher than what they used to be, considering how much more work goes into graphics, animation, coding, etc. And he says he's never seen Die Hard, so he has no opinion on that particular question that you asked, Bryce.
He doesn't have an answer?
For Die Hard? No, he doesn't have an answer. He's never seen Die Hard.
Fucking Germans.
I know. So, sorry. Part 2 of our community challenge, if you are tuning into this episode, didn't watch the last one or listen to the last one, is Die Hard a Christmas movie? Bryce wanted to know. But, yeah, Duke's Lost answer is a bit of both. People need to understand that expectations are higher, but also that companies do need to step their game up, which I think is a very fair and balanced response. Quite honestly. Very level-headed. In line with what we were thinking. Ryotsuke Yuki from the Split Push podcast comes in.
Oh, shit.
Says, no. Definitively no. Gamers are not entitled. As gamers in their gear get better, we expect devs not to launch Black Ops 4 with 30 blue screen glitches at launch. That's his statement. Step it up, companies. And he's not wrong, because Black Ops sucked at launch. It was pretty bad. It's another $80 game. It's like, damn, dude. That's all.
Yeah, I never played that one. Didn't it like Arkham City or some shit? Didn't it like that suck on launch too?
Oh,
like they stopped releasing it or something, or they let everybody just refund it and they said they would like fix it, some shit like that.
Yeah, that was one of those ones where I think it was Ubisoft that makes those games, maybe. Can't remember. But the game was not good and it was full of bugs, and the PC release, the game was capped at 30 frames per second. Which, most gamers that would be buying that game, they could probably get more than 30, right? Like,
right.
Most PCs that can run that game are probably be able to run it a little higher than 30. So it was like full of bugs. You couldn't run it at higher than 30 frames, and people were like, "What the fuck?" And they were like, "Yeah, you can have your money back. Sorry, we'll make it better later." And I think it was also one of those ones with day one DLC. Like the content was already there, but you had to pay for it. It was like, what the fuck? I already bought the fucking game. Oh.
Yeah, I think another one people got really pissed about. I never played this one either. One of the Mass Effects. They hated the ending. Mass Effect 3, I think it was.
Yep. It was.
They hated the ending of that, and like people were fucking outraged. But I think like the developers of that actually changed the ending too.
Yeah, so my dad played. I never played all of Mass Effect, but my dad did. So they basically, because the whole point of that game was that you could carry your stuff over from Mass Effect 1 to Mass Effect 3, and you were supposed to have like a billion choices by the last game, right? Because like there's all these different paths you can take, right? And they basically narrowed it down to 3 shitty options at the last scene. You're like, oh, this sucks, right? So they actually made free DLC to change the ending of the story so that they could get around like the not so great ending that the third game had.
At least it was free, I guess. Yeah,
At
they
least
should
it
have
was
fucking
free.
put a price on the
Yeah.
DLC to
Oh
change the
my
ending.
god! If they had done that, I don't. Man,
Double down.
heads would have rolled, dude. I don't know. See, but like those examples are like, okay, I don't think gamers are entitled there. I think that's like yeah, you guys fucked that one up. I'm trying to think of an example of where people are going too far. Just off the top of my head. Because I want to provide examples for both sides. I don't want to be like, oh, we're never entitled. Like, no, sometimes we are. But I'm trying to think of like maybe, oh, here's one. And people might disagree with me on this, but might get a little bit mad in the comments. But when Overwatch had to change Tracer's fucking victory pose in Overwatch, remember that?
Oh yeah,
that was dumb. That was really dumb. Like, you could see her butt. I'm like, well, I mean, come on, man. Are you sure that that's what you want? That's the hill you want to die on, man? Really?
you had those videos with Smite being like, "Is it too sexually graphic or whatever the fuck it was when Smite first came out?" High res ain't stop showing them titties though.
They took away Nox's animation though. Her taunt's different now. I'm like,
oh yeah, true.
That sucks. But
I even forgot what that was at this point.
She like leaned forward and shook her titties. Basically, I think that was the.
Oh yeah, that's right. That's right.
Yeah, but I don't know. I just felt like because they had petitions, they had like huge communities were like, remove Tracer's victory pose. It doesn't fit her character. Like, motherfucker, the game's been out 2 weeks. How do you know what her character is like? I don't. Why do you care? Yeah. It's a fucking victory pose. It had no. You're probably losing all the time anyway. You never get to see it. It doesn't matter. I don't like that. Like that. That I think gamers were a little entitled. You know, maybe they had a point. Like, oh, maybe to over-sexualizing a character. Maybe. But I think they went a little overboard. They had fucking petitions. They had like, oh, I'm gonna refund the game. This victory pose isn't changed. Like, dog, you can just play like Winston or something, and like you'd never see any butt there. You'd be all right. You can, you have options.
Yeah,
so.
Was it Tracer's default victory pose?
I think it was her default victory pose. Yeah. But it was like,
I was gonna say even more. Like, if it was like wasn't her default one, it's like just don't use it, or you still don't need to use it once you get a different victory pose. Fucking change your victory pose.
Yeah, if you're like, oh, this one's dumb, I don't like how it makes her look, I'm gonna change it. You know, it's stuff like that. Or even if you go the other way, I think it's Dead or Alive is the fighting game, where that game, like, all the girls fought in bikinis through the whole series all the time. They're just like throwing hands in bikinis. It's a fighting game. It's like Soul Calibur, same kind of style. And the dev was like, listen, guys, like it's getting a little out of control. We're going to stop doing that. And the community went apeshit. And they're like, no, keep them in bikinis. This isn't right. This isn't okay. Like, again, it's got no bearing on what you're fucking doing. Play the game. Still throwing punches, right? That's what you're there for. Be like,
but I guess like if it comes to that, there are people like if like I don't know, a small developer or whatever creates a game, right? And it's got nudity or some shit.
Yeah.
Then a bigger company picks it up and they fucking blur all that shit out, censor it. People get upset because they want to play the game the way it was made, the way it was intended to be played, and they don't want it forced upon them that it be censored. Now, you're looking at cartoon titties.
Yeah.
But who am I to judge that? People want to play the game the way it's meant to be played. Titties out.
Listen, I understand. But at the same time, it's like, if you're there for the game, right? And it's not like the developers just sprung this on people, right? In this scenario, they were like, listen, this is the next iteration's coming out. This is where we're going in terms of character design. It's still going to be the same characters. They're just going to have clothes on. And it's the same people that have always made the game. So like, we're just kind of like, we just feel like it's a little kind of silly at this point. Like, we're all adults here. We can you know. So I feel like in that case, yeah, you're going a little too far.
But that's like one of those examples earlier, right? Okay, we got this game, we've got people who love it, but if we don't put clothes on these characters, this is never gonna appeal to a broader market. Kids will never be able to play this game, etc., because everybody's fighting in bikinis. Their parents won't like it. So let's make this change to see if more people get it. That's a time where, maybe this decision makes sense, and people will bitch about it for a little while.
Yeah, and I think that's one of those situations because you don't know. Like, yeah, people that are there specifically to watch girls in bikinis fight for whatever reason, I'm not judging. You know, probably going to be a little upset. But, you know, if it makes the developer, you know, more money in a not gross way of like microtransactions or whatever, then I think it's okay. And maybe later they release DLC that has them with less clothes on, if that's what floats your boat. I don't know.
Right.
Could be something like that. Whatever. We got one more Twitter reply. I'll read it and then we can go to Discord because I think there was a few there. Sorry. Yuki also says, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. Nerds on Film podcast did an episode about it. Oh, another podcast.
Oh, so I guess that's how. Wait, we're nerds. We're nerds and we're recording, so we're on film. I see.
Right. Another podcast.
No, I know where you're going.
Covered.
If that podcast says it must be true.
That's it. Understandable. Supersonic Blur. Haven't heard from him in a while, but I'm glad to. Glad to see him here. Says just because. He's going right for Die Hard. He doesn't give a fuck about entitled gamers. He's coming at you. He's coming at you, Bryce. Get ready.
All right.
Says just because a movie is set at Christmas time does not make it a Christmas film. The film came out in February, for fuck's sake. The dates in the film are an important part. It's their release dates. I think he means to say aren't. The dates in the film aren't important. The part is that the release dates matter, which make them what they are. Frozen is a closer Christmas movie than Die Hard is. It's not like how all Hoovers are vacuum cleaners, but not all vacuum cleaners are Hoovers. While most Christmas movies are set around Christmas period, not all films which are set around the Christmas period are Christmas movies. So he's saying, just because there's Christmas stuff in Die Hard does not mean it is a Christmas movie. It was.
That is false. Who the fuck cares about a release date? Motherfucking. You ever see Jingle All the Way, motherfucker Arnold Schwarzenegger?
I did, yeah.
What is that about?
That's about Christmas, dog.
It is about he's finding motherfucking toys for his kid. It was released November 16th. So I guess that is not a Christmas movie either.
Yeah, what's the
Die Hard? They're literally at a motherfucking Christmas party. But it's not a Christmas movie? Huh? You know it's not a Christmas movie then? Elf. Elf is not a Christmas movie. Released November 7th. Fuck Elf. Elf sucks anyway. I'm happy for it to not be a Christmas movie then. Oh, what do you mean? What do you mean, Bryce? He's literally an elf from the fucking North Pole. Comes on down, Santa's his dad. He's there. Fucking help Santa slay. Fucking bye, buddy. Blah, blah, blah. November 7th. Too fucking bad. Not a Christmas movie. Shut the fuck up. Die Hard ain't a Christmas movie release date. Supersonic noob idiot.
Damn. Come at him hot. I will agree with you that Elf does suck dick, and I hate it. It's my least favorite.
Thank you.
It's so bad. It's so bad.
It is. And people will die by that movie. Oh, Elf, so good. Let's watch it. No, Elf sucks.
Elf sucks dick. Growing up, I had 4 sisters, and from November 1st to January 1st, they played Elf every single day on that fucking DVD player when I was a kid.
Oh, shit.
I hate that movie. I'm like, shut up, Will Ferrell. You suck. I hate you so much. Take that fucking elf costume off. Ugh.
I'm glad your dad hates you.
I'm glad. I'm glad. I'm glad. I wish he hated you more so you didn't have fucking Christmas spirit at all. Could have just like saved 40 minutes. All right. I don't know if you want to crack open the Discord or you want me to crack it open. Doesn't matter to me. Trying to
It's
load
up
it.
to you.
I'm loading it right now. So.
All right, we got Croshan first.
All right.
Gamers are just as entitled to any other consumer buying a product. God, I like where this is going, Croshan. If a company says certain things will be in a game or a special edition, then the consumer should receive that product. Same with games themselves. The game should be playable at launch. That excludes weird bugs like texture popping or dragons flying backwards, for example. I feel like that dragons flying backwards must be from something.
Be from Skyrim.
There are. Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Let's fucking do this thing. Giddy up backwards. Shit, we're in reverse.
Uh-oh.
If there are several bugs that cause crashes or render the game unplayable, then gamers have every right to be angry. Also, Die Hard is a Christmas movie. I understand people have opinions, and those opinions are wrong.
Wow. That was... You just hit all the points that Bryce would agree with. You got them. All in one. Got him. No complaints.
Should have just read Croshan's thing as ours. That's all we needed to do.
Yeah, man. He's got all the fucking bases covered. How about that?
Kyle says everyone is entitled, so yes, gamers are entitled. Followed by Willow saying, Kyle answer, lol.
Well, I mean...
That is a Kyle answer.
I guess if you want to look at it, I'm not saying he's like 100% correct, but think about a game coming out 2007 versus now, right? And what we expect. Like in 2007, I was like, dog, I play this shit on the internet with my friends? Are you fucking kidding me? And it didn't matter if it was laggy, if it sucked dick. It was like, oh my God, I can play. I don't have to go to their house. I don't have to like plug a controller in next to them. I can just be in my room. Oh no. But now it's like now I gotta drive 40 minutes to fucking play Smash Brothers on offline with no lag. This sucks dick. So yeah, our expectations have risen. I would agree with that. Does that mean we're entitled? I don't know. I'd say we expect more than previous generations. It depends what you're measuring it by. I think
We're still a young gamer nation, okay?
Yeah.
We're sort of developing into the gamers that will be the future of gamers, okay? The generation before us, we're not gamers like we are today. We're building this.
Dude, can you imagine what games are going to be like in like 30 years? Because the NES was 30 years ago, right? Think about that. Think about how far we've come. Like, can you like everything's gonna be like it's gonna be like Ready Player One. You have the fucking suit, be like full fucking body experience playing Smite and shit. Like I don't know. That's gonna be.
It could be.
Could be, man.
I mean, we can't like VR hyped up real quick. Before you know it, like all within a year, it feels like it's probably been a bit longer, but VR porn, right? Came quick. VR introduced, shit, we got VR porn. Where are we already now? People are going to be having motherfucking sex with robots. They skipped the VR shit. So where the fuck are video games going to be? You hear me? Ready Player One. You're right.
It's going to be wild, man. I don't know. Like I'm afraid to see. Gonna be like fucking 50 years old. Like, what are you guys doing? Where's the controller? And like, no, you are the controller. What the fuck?
Yeah.
What is that?
Where's the controller? Look at this old fuck over here and wants a controller.
It probably wants a TV too, the idiot. Like, oh man. Sorry. Didn't know. Oh, might be. Probably have the game fucking implanted, like they're gonna like inject it into the fucking back of your head or something, and you're like, oh, and then your eyes are gonna roll back, and now you're in the fucking game. That shit always.
You thought 4K was cool? You played in 1080p. We play in RL. P D R. Just adding
K.
letters now.
Slice side, like talking about like implanting shit. Like, does that shit gross you out when you're at the movies and you see someone have like a jack in the back of their head and they have to like fucking unplug from something, like in the Matrix or whatever? That like whenever I see that in like sci-fi movies, I'm like, oh, grosses me out thinking there's like electric like wires back in there, and you just like, ooh, I don't like it. But maybe that's
people
just like,
get implanted with chips and they just dig the shit out of their neck themselves. Like, that probably hurts.
That probably hurts a lot, dude. There's probably other wires in there. Like the chip's got to connect to something. Where's this getting its power from? Like fucking onboard back. Oh man, I don't like it. I don't like it at all. Well, we got another Discord response here. Good sir.
Knock it out. Knock it out.
Oh, you want me to knock it out? I got you. Willow is 12. AKA Willow says, Silent Reveries, yes, Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Hell yeah.
No further thoughts, just yeah. And yes, gamers are entitled because they want to get what they pay for. Also, sadly, Kyle is right. People in general are entitled to what they want and struggle to think about things with empathy. There have been multiple times that I've been entitled about things, but have to think rationally about the potential outcomes and how much effort can go into making things work. I do think that gaming companies as a whole need to do better with their choices for their games and stop looking to create hype about something that they struggle to effectively follow up on. When the world of gamers can realize that the hype is a marketing strat that gets players to buy the games that complain, and then, sorry, that says complainies, like, but I think it means companies will have to start actually putting in effective work to make a product that is better than the hype it creates. Well said. And as players, we need to start being more skeptical of hype, quote unquote. Don't pre-order games, please.
Wait, what was that?
Sorry, clear my throat a little bit. Do not pre-order games, please. I don't care if it looks cool. Don't fucking do it. And we as players need to start being more skeptical of hype and think about rationally about purchases when it comes to games if we want a better product. It works both ways, and without one, the other won't change. Look at that.
All right, how about this, right? What if you order a game? Not pre-order. Well, I guess it is pre-order.
Don't you fucking do it.
What if you order a game in July, right? And then the release date is, let's say, December 7th. And then the day comes and you're not getting the game that you ordered in July until December 11th. What happens then?
Oh. I don't know anyone who could have possibly been in that situation, but I think objectively, no bias at all, I don't think that's entitled.
You don't know who that happened to?
I don't recall. Listen.
Oh, how convenient.
But I feel like that's a problem with the delivery service rather than the company. I don't know if that's
so. Is it a rational decision to then go buy a second copy of the game for the 3 or 4 days that you didn't have it since release?
I suppose that depends on the game and how much you're willing to no-life it over a weekend. And how mad you'd be sitting there all weekend. Listen, I will say this about GameStop pre-orders. When I fucking pre-ordered a game at GameStop, there was a fucking game there. All right? Day of. Amazon.
Fuck you, Amazon.
Amazon, what are you doing? You've had months to get this shit together, dog. Months. Literal months. Oh, my God. Anyway. I'm trying to think of, like, you must have some shitty pre-order stories. You and me were the fucking GameStop boys, right? Like, come on. Gotta have something you pre-order.
I never really fell for the pre-order stuff.
Shit. Good on you. Good on you. I'm trying to. I mean, I like new Call of Duty games I used to pre-order, and they were always bad. Like after a certain point, so to a point, yeah. But I do remember I pre-ordered Halo 4, and I got there, and they upgraded my copy. Like I pre-ordered the regular one, and they're like, "You can have the super fancy one for free because we just have an extra copy of that, and we can't get rid of it." Like, oh,
All right.
well, that's pretty fucking sweet. All right, I'll do that.
Yeah.
Sick. Oh, but yeah, don't pre-order games is the moral of that story. Don't fucking do it. There's never a good outcome. But I know I pre-ordered Smash, but that's different. I knew there was listen, Bryce, there was 2 hours of gameplay uploaded by Nintendo with Developer X. I knew what was in that game before I even put my hands on it.
But you didn't get the game on time, so you should have fucking raged out. What do? You didn't put up a fight at all. You just bought another copy.
But that's Amazon's
You're
problem.
part of the problem. You're
That's
part of
not,
the problem.
Listen, that's Amazon's problem. That's not my problem. Well, it is my problem, but it's not Nintendo's problem. It's not Nintendo's fault that Amazon can't deliver fucking package day of. That's a whole other kind of entitled. Like you know what? Like when I ordered stuff online, even like 5 years ago, I'd be like, "Oh man, it's coming in 3 weeks. That's pretty good." Now I'm like, it's not here the same day. They're not knocking on the door when I click order. What the fuck? That's. I was thinking about
pretty
that.
much.
I was thinking about that while I was stewing over my lack of physical copy of the game.
But you are being a hypocrite right now. You're telling everybody not to pre-order. You think 2 hours of watching Microsoft play it on a stream is enough to know the game's going to be good and you shouldn't pre-order it?
Well,
you don't know what they're playing. That was a fucking illusion.
No. Listen,
That
Mexico
was pre-recorded video on
got
the
it
internet. They weren't
early.
even playing it.
Mexico got it early, and they were playing it live. They were playing it live. I saw it.
No, they weren't.
You don't know that. You just
The
say
Earth
that.
is flat.
Oh, I see. I understand. Look, I'm saying don't pre-order games because 90% of the time you're not gonna get what you like. Like Fallout 76, you pre-order that, I feel bad for you. I feel like I'm not even angry at you. I'm just like, man, that sucks. Probably shouldn't have pre-ordered it. And I'm not even talking
You were
about the
saying
fact-
that stuff before it was released, even too, though. Like you didn't know how it was going to be.
Yeah, but see, like people were in the same boat as me. Like, oh, I don't know how it's gonna be, but I'm still gonna pre-order it. It's like, what are you doing? Don't give them no. If you don't know how it's gonna be, wait. Right? I knew the Smash was gonna be hype, and I knew I was gonna no life it, even if it was bad. Like even if the game sucked, I probably would still no life it because I love Smash, right? So for me, it was like this is a safe purchase to make. I know what it's gonna be, but like Fallout 76, it's a fucking wild card. I don't know what Bethesda's gonna pull out. I never fucking pre-order that shit early. No way. No way.
Yeah, I guess you have even like back in the day, you almost had to pre-order because there was no download the fucking game to your system. You had to fucking go get a copy, and if you didn't pre-order, you ran the risk of the fucking game just not being there when you went to buy it.
Yeah,
now
and that sucked more.
Just download it.
Yeah, you don't have to pre-order. You can get a day of, no problem. There's infinite copies now. You don't worry about it. I still prefer physical copies over, downloading, just because I'm an untrustworthy fuck or distrusting fuck, I guess is the better word for that. Feel like
Nintendo's gonna go out of business. All your games gone.
all your games gone. Something. There's like people like someone pointing out on Twitter, like someone fucking lost their entire iTunes library because iTunes is like, oh, we can't have these on here anymore, even though I paid for it. It's like now that money's gone, you know.
Yeah.
I think about that about Smite skins too, but I try not to think about that too much. It's a lot of skins.
Well, that did happen. Rip Catwoman Bastet.
Yeah, where's my
Rip,
Scorpion Ravana, dude? I want that one back.
Yeah.
That one was fire. I like that skin. You know? Oh, Guile Smitey. Finishing up the community challenge section says the question should be, is Die Hard the greatest Christmas movie of all time? Yippee-Ki-Yay, motherfucker.
I mean, that's on me for not wording the fucking question properly.
I suppose so. So I guess your opinion then would be Die Hard is in fact a Christmas movie, right?
Die Hard is in fact. If you haven't gathered that by now, yes,
yeah.
Die Hard is a Christmas movie.
Put the pieces together. I agree. I've always thought it's a Christmas movie. So, just letting you know.
You're on the right side. Good job.
I'm on the right side of history this time. I understand why people feel like it isn't. But when you look at the facts are there. It is, in fact, a Christmas movie. And there is no shame in watching it during Christmas. Die Hard 2, though, no. Die Hard 2 was not a Christmas movie, I don't believe. It was not on during Christmas, right? Was it?
You're testing my knowledge there. I'm not sure
I know
if it happened during Christmas or not. It was not at a Christmas event, but it may have happened during the holiday. 'Cause that's the airport one, right?
That's the one where they're at Dulles Airport in Washington, yeah.
Yeah. So I'm like, where was he traveling for Christmas? That would be the only thing that would possibly make it a Christmas movie.
I think it was Christmas time, but there was no Christmas party because I think it was like, I'm going to look it up right now. Die Hard 2.
I mean, Megan.
Yo, it was on Christmas Eve,
No.
1990. That's when the movie's set.
So boom, it's a Christmas movie.
Die Hard 2. You can watch Die Hard 2.
Christmas
I
movie.
know Die Hard 3 is not a Christmas movie because that guy was standing outside naked in Manhattan in motherfucker. Or no, wait, it was Harlem. It was Harlem. But like, it was naked. So I'm like, there's no way. That's during the summer. Okay. So Die Hard 1 and 2, Christmas movies. Die Hard 1, probably the better Christmas movie in my opinion.
So, as part of this week's community challenge, what is everybody's favorite Christmas movie?
Okay.
I'd like to. Are there Christmas video games? Like probably the Grinch or some shit, right? But what does everybody?
Yeah, I don't know if there used to be all the time, like on the NES and Super Nintendo and stuff. So, but I don't think like
Now they just had DLC for shit. Like fucking Killing Floor's DLC Christmas shit is always fucking awesome.
Yeah. Killing Floor is. I gotta play more of that game. I have it. I just never played it really.
Mm-hmm.
Should get into that.
We could hit that up together too.
Dude, I already got it. Let's get it.
Oh shit!
Let's get
Get it. Let's get that zombie bread.
Get that zombie bread, dog. But yeah, it's just DLC now. Like Street Fighter does outfits, Overwatch does outfits, Smite does skins. I don't think there's any like, and I'm sure if you look on Steam, there's like 400 of them, but like with none that I think
probably.
of the fucking top of my head. I know there's a fighting game you can play as Santa. That's pretty hype. That's Fight of Gods. So you can play as Jesus and Santa fucking throwing hands.
Oh shit! I was just thinking. I always forget the name of it. It's like an old like Super Nintendo game, I think, where you could fucking. There was like clay fighting. One of them was like this big ass snowman.
Oh yeah, dude, I remember that. That was fucking funny as hell.
Matt always remembers the name of it.
Clay Fighter or some shit like that.
That's probably just the name of it. Yeah, it's just called Clay Fighter.
That's
and it's the snowman on the fucking cover.
There you go. It's a parody of Street Fighter. No, you don't say. Oh, dude, they re-released it on the Wii? Fuck.
Oh shit,
dude. Gotta re-release it on the Switch now. I will say, like, Switch Online, out of all the things I paid for, like for an online service, not bad. It's only $25. You get to, and you get a whole library of old NES games you can play on your Switch, which is pretty hype. In HD.
Yeah, that kind of. I gotta look at the There's probably a list online of all the games you get, right? If you pay for it, I gotta look up that.
Yeah, well, there's one
That
and
could
two.
make it worth it right there.
There's 1 and 2 player games too. So I think like there's probably about 40 1-player games, and then there's like another 42 player games. So it's pretty value. And I hope they continue to do that. I hope they keep adding more or whatever. I think that.
Why do that? Just come out with another fucking console and call it classic.
Yeah. See, that's dumb to me. I'm like, look, man, like I'm not paying $90 for that. I can just, I don't know.
I
have
want the PlayStation one, but I'm not gonna get it.
Look, dude, it doesn't even come. This is a moment where gamers aren't entitled. It doesn't come with a fucking AC adapter to plug the power brick for the console. You have to bring your own.
Wait, the classic that's coming out?
Yeah. No power brick. You have to get your own.
Okay. That's fine. That's working as intended.
Yeah.
Yep.
They said it'll work with any
Why the
power
fuck
brick.
would
you
you
can
ever get
bring.
upset about that?
No, you would be entitled if you did, right? People are just fine. They're like, no, it means they can ship it to anywhere without having to make specialized adapters. I'm like, motherfucker, it's a fucking power brick. How I didn't get that? Oh wait, can't wait to plug it in and play it. Oh wait, gotta fucking go on Amazon and order an adapter for it. Better hope it doesn't.
I bought a Frisbee.
Yeah, good. Hope it doesn't blow my fucking console up when I plug it in. Jesus. So, I think we actually do have a community challenge for this week on top of what's your favorite Christmas movie? Or a game if you want to throw a game in there. I don't think there's many anymore, but
yeah, you let us know. I'll fucking play that shit. It's Christmas time, baby.
We're going kind of off on an entitled gamer tangent. It has been announced this week, and by the time that this video is out on December 11th, Street Fighter V from Capcom will be displaying in-game ads on their fighters. And what that means is Ryu standing there with his gloves, gonna have ads on the gloves, ads on the shoulders. Your game stages are gonna have ads in the background. And if you keep them on, you can turn them off, I will say, but if you keep them on, you get more in-game currency per match. How do you guys feel about that? You feel like that's kind of the next step in game ads? Are you okay with it? Do you hate it? Let us know.
Are you cool with your fucking characters walking around like they're a NASCAR?
That's a good way to put it.
Raiden gonna be in the next fucking Mortal Kombat looking like a Fiji bottle.
Yeah. Get some weird sponsors in there. I don't know, man.
I guess that could be Sub-Zero instead of Raiden. I just went with the color scheme.
Well, you were
okay.
I don't know. Was Raiden in the trailer for Mortal Kombat? Is that why you're thinking Raiden?
He was in the trailer. That's probably why it came to mind too.
Okay. Good shit. Yeah, you guys okay with NASCAR fucking stuff? Or when you buy a game, now it's full of ads that you don't necessarily want to watch? You cool with that, or do you think that's bullshit? Let us know on Discord and on Twitter, because I'll post it there too. With that all being said, I think we're at the end of the episode, man. I think we did it. Another banger.
We made it.
Another two-man, 2-hour banger. How about that? Maybe I don't want to word it like that. I don't know. Anyway.
Your favorite host. Here again.
That's it. Voted favorites. Okay. That all said, Bryce, thank you very much for coming.
No, thank you. Thank you, Flint.
I appreciate it, man. Hey, if you guys liked what you heard, you can go to SoundCloud, soundcloud.com/SideQuestArcade. I changed the URL, so it's very easy to find now. If you want to go check us out there, we got lots of episodes. You can go on YouTube. We upload weekly now. Now that I'm back from Japan, we're back on the fucking grind. Get it out regularly for you guys. You can follow us on Twitter at SideQuestArcade. You can follow me on Twitter at MicroManatee. You can follow Bryce at _Silent Reveries. You can follow Matt at Madman Matt YT. He's one of the hosts that wasn't here if you're a first-time listener. And you can also follow Brian, the other host that wasn't here, at SQA_happiness. We also have a Discord that is
SQA_happiness.
Yeah, follow him there. We have a Discord that's popping. That's where we got most of our community challenges from this week. Always got Whammies in there talking, chatting, letting us know what they think, hopping in for games. I know we were running Smash Ultimate there pretty much all weekend. We had 2 or 3 people in the voice chat at all times. It was pretty sick. And we got t-shirts if you feel like wearing a t-shirt. Links will be in the description down below. Yeah, that's all I got. I kind of fucked up the order. I said thank you to Bryce before I kind of pimped ourselves out there, but it is what it is.
Well, I mean, really thanking me is more important. So.
It really is. Like, that's kind of what
you want to do it again at the beginning and end.
Yeah,
you can try both.
absolutely. Yeah, I'll thank you again. Thank you again, Bryce. Appreciate it. He's just waving now. He's doing
Thanks, Flint.
Oh.
Thanks, Flint. You know,
You know,
I do it for everybody.
do it for the people. We'll see you guys next week. Have a lovely time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.